Hey, good evening, and welcome to episode 47 of Was It Something We Said? I am El Jefe. I'm hosting tonight's podcast, and I'm joined by my co-host, the illustrious Hope. Good evening, my
Thank you.
brother.
Good evening. Good evening. Just had a few words with Donald Trump. Man. We
Yeah.
don't see eye to eye. He doesn't like me anymore. He doesn't like the Pope anymore.
Did you have to wait? Did you have to wake the motherfucker up to talk to him?
I didn't really talk to him. He just responded that I'm soft on crime.
Mm-hmm. No. Like I said, you had to wake the motherfucker up to talk to him these days. He's falling asleep with a room full of people. We got a nice lineup on tap for this evening. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is the referendum in Virginia, the redistricting referendum, and the ripple effect it's going to have across the country. It's already going to have a ripple effect in the state of Virginia. I want to get your take on that. Then we'll talk about some sports. The NBA playoffs are going on right now. Pistons are in it, of course, and the Tigers. Just a couple comments about how things are going for them. The NFL draft tonight is round 2. Actually, the Lions already made a pick. We could talk about that. Then a pop quiz. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a deja vu, and I'll explain it all when we get to it. Why I said deja vu.
Okay, so we get the pop.
Yeah, it's. I'm gonna love it. I can't wait till we talk about it. And then you have the message and the jam of the week to bring us home. So, how that sound to you?
Hey, sounds good. Let's get it on. Protect yourselves at all times.
At all times. Keep your guard up. This week in the state of Virginia, a referendum passed that you could call it gerrymandering, call it what you want. But hey, the orange man started it with Texas, and now you got states that are saying, okay, two could play that game. But what was a big surprise with this particular referendum is that it passed in favor of the Democrats, which was not forecasted. And it's going to, like I mentioned, it's going to be a ripple effect in Virginia and also across the country. Well, what are your takes on what happened in Virginia?
All right, the people spoke. Now that it's coming down, currently it's 6 seats Democrat, 5 Republican. But with the new referendum that passed, it's 10 seats for the Democrats and 1 seat from the Republicans.
10-1.
And they don't like it. They don't want to approve the vote, saying that the language wasn't clear. It needs to be plain in English. So now it's going up above the Supreme Court. Actually, it was at the Supreme Court before the vote happened on Tuesday, but they chose to see how the vote came out before they would do any hearings. They'll start listening to arguments on both sides. And I think it was also 2 at the lower court that already kind of struck this thing down before it kind of got to this, and they didn't have the special election. So no, this is just Republicans trying to block something that they started. He started from the White House.
Well,
so started in Texas. So when in Rome, do as in Rome.
Yeah, do it better. Do it better. And you know that when the orange man says it was rigged, that means it's good for the same part of the country.
Yep.
If he was saying, hey, that was a tough loss, fair but tough, I'd respect him, but I don't. Fuck him and his everything about him saying it's rigged. And they'll have their day in court. But the people have spoken. And if this was to be overturned, things could possibly get ugly in the state of Virginia because
it could. Because it was a narrow pass, but it passed.
It passed.
And it was to the voters, this is what the voters wanted.
51-48, if I'm not mistaken, percentage-wise in favor of it. And hey, you only need to win by 1 for it to win. So
That's it. That's all you need is 1
yeah.
point.
If it goes through, and I think it will, from a legal standpoint, other states will be lining up, and it's coming. November will be here before you know it. We actually will have primaries in August, and some states have already started their primaries, but I know here in Michigan, our primary is the first week in August.
Yep,
Well,
but
and we'll see how
again,
things go.
hey, you started something that you shouldn't have started, trying to be greedy,
Mhm.
trying to position yourself for the midterms for a slam dunk win, and it didn't backfire. So
Try to manipulate the vote and you know, have things in their favor because they know what's coming. They know what's coming, and the Democrats got a grow spine, and we talked about it before. Throw out the playbook. Uh, get ready get dirty over it. That's what you need
that's
to do to
it.
get this
Yeah,
country.
they need they need new.
Yeah, and it ain't Schumer, and it ain't Jeffries, and I ain't heard from Cory Booker in weeks.
No,
So I don't even know who the voice of the Democratic Party is. Besides Newsom, who else is that person that you could put a hat on and say, okay, you're the person, male or
well,
female.
I don't know, but we know who it ain't. We know it ain't slow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't heard. Hey, I ain't heard nothing from that camp. They done took the banners down. They done changed the locks on the headquarters. It's a donut shop now, where his
Yeah,
headquarters used to be.
yeah. So we know it ain't him.
Nope, it ain't slow. Well,
Hey, but
that's a
hey,
wrap.
it is what it is. Hey,
Yeah.
it's a wrap.
Well, hey, there's more to come on it, man. Like I said,
Yeah, there's more to come
it-
in this whole thing. And like you say, how the other states and what are they gonna try to do maneuver? Are they gonna stand pat by the rules they were following, or is somebody else gonna say, hey, it's time to do it? So
yep.
like you say, more to come. Pictures at 11.
All right. With that being said, let's talk about NBA playoffs. Pistons blew game one at home against Orlando, but they came back uh, in game two after getting their ass kicked in game one.
Yeah, that
Came back
third
with a
quarter.
vengeance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they exploded in that third quarter. I was like, you can't look. I mean, all the top seeds won the first game. I'm like, here we go again, y'all. Now we didn't fought, got the top seed, and now we the only one that done
Gauntlet.
lost in this series here, and all the other ones seem to dominate. But game two was was a different animal for a lot of people.
See too
For
many
us,
30. You don't see too many 30-3 runs in the NBA. I know that.
it was a good run to tie it 1-1, but Wemby went out. Yeah, he was out cold when he hit the
Man,
floor, but he was just laying there.
that may leave a mark. That may leave a
Yeah,
mark the way his head hit the floor. I'm
you
surprised he ain't
might
trying
see
to
some.
brace himself.
Yeah, you might see some white meat after that one, the way he hit. So he in concussion protocol, so he don't know if he gonna play this game. So
Right.
so it's some things that did change the complexity. T-Wolves, they came back, beat Denver that second game. So are you surprised with the Lake Show?
Very surprised for multiple reasons. And really tonight I'm really pissed off because I got late breaking information after accessing my app. All of a sudden it's breaking news that Kevin Durant's ankle is swollen. Motherfucker, you know your ankle was hurting practice this morning. Why don't you say something? So anyway, I digress.
Oh, well, yeah,
I
I
digress.
saw the same thing. He ain't playing tonight.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm looking at the line going down from -8.5 to -5.5. I'm saying, wait a minute, ain't nobody putting that much money down on the Lakers for this number to come down. They just start seeing ding, 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 breaking news. Fuck you, Kevin Durant, and
Hey,
your
it's
ankle
entertainment
for
purposes.
entertainment purposes only. But I like what the Hawks are doing against the Knicks, man. Watching CJ McCollum shoot, I would have loved to have him in a Piston uniform, man. What a
Oh well, yeah.
difference he
Well,
would make.
CJ was cold when he was in Portland with him and Dollar Dane.
Yeah, man, just a cold-blooded shooter and smooth. I don't know what they got, what they traded. You know, that was a good trade for Atlanta. I think now he was a
Well,
part of the Trey Young deal because he came from New Orleans, I thought. But regardless,
yeah. Yeah, he came from New
he
Orleans
looking
from that
good in,
team.
in that uniform, and that's something the Pistons lack. And I hope Trajan isn't like Brad and isn't like Eiserman to not know what your needs are. And if they had a shooter like McCollum, the Cakes had the proper space. I know they're depending on Duncan to be that person, Tobias, but they ain't no CJ McCollum.
No, and Tobias, he more going to the basket as opposed to a gunner like CJ is.
CJ could create his own shot. I don't think Duncan could do that. He needs a pick and roll. But you just watch CJ operate, man. He could shoot it from all angles, and it's good to watch. And I think the Knicks in trouble. But I just really hope that Langdon his eyes are wide open on this and say, I gotta find somebody like McCollum to
Yeah,
get on this team for next season.
like you say, Portland beat San Antonio. They had a Scoot Henderson sighting.
Yeah, I ain't see that coming either. Got some bad intel on that one. I got some Iranian nuke intel on that one.
They didn't see some boats. They like, look, I told you.
Yeah, I got some bad intel, but no, it's been a good playoffs, man. It's fun to watch. Some games on.
Exactly, because I kind of thought, like you say, after the first games and the blowouts, it's kind of like, all right, this round gonna be, we may wait to the next round to get some good games. But no, the teams have bounced back and play some basketball and not just you just laid down. But with the Pistons, only thing I can see is Mutombo on the floor waving his finger. So
Yeah,
I don't want to see that.
yeah. Well, here's a question for you. You've seen 2 games of Duran in the playoffs. Is he a $40 million a year person for next season, starting next season?
Because of the money's there and he's the one that's up. Yeah. We can say all about the talent. We can say this and not that. But when it's your time and the money is going up, yeah, he's going to get it. And everybody wants to see him get it because that means they're going to get more.
Well, put me down as a person, unless he does something drastically to improve his look. Yeah, he did had a hell of a regular season, no doubt. I'm surprised he didn't win Most Improved Player. He should be part of the All NBA defensive team, but he ain't worth $40 million a year unless he could, put the team on his back. Uh, Cade, his money, every penny is deserving. But Duran, man, I need to lower that down 10 million, for him. You need to go for 30. Which, I mean, that sounds crazy in itself. We can't give you 40, but we'll give you 30. I'm holding out for 10 million more. I don't think he's unless he needs to show a lot more in this series.
Yeah. If it was all based upon that, I would say yes. But now you get this NBA, you get the super worth, you get this contract, you get this here. So yeah, worth it. No, but is he
Market.
going market dependent? Yeah, he may end up with it.
All right. Well,
It's just that where is he gonna end up with it at?
yeah. Well, fortunately, I ain't signing the check, so I wish him luck. He'll be able to eat. I know that either way. All right.
Yeah, and these games on Prime, I don't know. Every time Stan Gundy on the game, I don't even want to watch the game.
I'm only watching for pregame and halftime and postgame on Prime, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh, yeah, well, I wonder why.
I'm leaving it at that.
Okay.
I don't give a damn what's happening between those time periods. And it's worth the watch. shout out to my nephew Michael Hill because him and I are in agreement with it's an excellent production. All right, Tigers 14-12.
Tied for first with the Guardians.
Tied for first. Tonight they actually are five. Last I checked, they were 5-0 down in Cincinnati. Your boy Scuba is not pitching Scuba like, giving up some runs, and he ain't playing, no more than 6 innings. Well, we kind of know why that's happening, but yeah, but the team is playing good. The rookie's he's leading the team in hitting. McGonigal hitting
Yeah.
over 300. So what are you thinking about the Tigers so far?
I mean, with them 2 4-game losing streaks, they was down, but no, they done turn it around and playing some ball. So again, it's a long, long season. But just good to see that, hey, they back to winning ways, tied for first, and it's gonna be this battle. Twins, if they drop off, they was right behind them. I think they got what they one more game in the loss column.
I think the Twins will wake up soon. I think it's going to come down to the Tigers and the Guardians. One good thing, well, several good things, but the bats are getting hot. Torkelson, they benched his ass last week, and he's out of options, so they can't send him down to AAA. So the only other option is put his non-hitting ass on the bench. And since that happened, he's been tearing the ball off, the cover off the ball. Hit the game-winning home run last night.
Well, just sitting down, gives you some meditation and think about a few things.
A different perspective.
Yeah, he came back with a different perspective. But that's good. So, hence you sit them all down if you have to. Hey,
he got a perspective.
Need reproduction.
You know what the perspective was?
Grave digger or tunnel digger.
That's exactly right. That was the perspective he was faced with. So he made a choice, and he came back hitting the ball. So he's a tunnel digger. He's going to be up for a big contract, but he doesn't have the leverage of a Scooble, 2-time Cy Young winner.
Yeah.
He ain't done shit.
No, he ain't got the accolades like that.
Not to get the money that Eric Judge would get. He's not getting that type of money.
No.
But his agent, with Scott Boras being his agent, he's gonna have lofty goals. He's gonna aim for the moon and see how close he could get to it.
Well, you get none of what you don't ask for. So
you're right about that. You're right about that. All right, the draft. Lions got an offensive tackle last night to help beef up the line, and tonight, I don't know if you've seen it, but they traded up and it took Derek Moore out of Michigan at the edge. So, what's your initial thoughts on the draft as a whole, but the Lions picks?
I didn't see that because when I was watching before I stopped, it was what they had pick 40. So it was.
I don't know the number. They moved up, I think, like 6 spots.
Yeah, they were 40, and then I think they had like 7 more to go. And I'm like, oh, we'll see who they get. But no, again, they made a move. They got their ass. They got another Michigan man.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, yeah, we'll see how it work out, and have him opposite of Hutch and see if they can bring back some old Wolverine spirit or something.
I like it. I like the pick. I'm still ticked off that we don't have any 3rd round picks, and I haven't seen any alerts to say we traded up to get back into the draft tonight for the 3rd round, because 1st, 2nd, those are starters. 3rd is borderline, but usually get starters out of a 3rd round pick. Yeah, so if they don't have anything for 3rd, now you're going into the best player available to make have depth on your team. And Brad fucked that up trading those 3 3rd-round picks for Tesla last year. But hey, that horse left the barn, and this is what we got to live with tonight.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, that's it. True. Now, what you think about Rams picking Simpson?
Yeah, that was very surprising. to say the least. And I think besides me, Sean McVay was surprised and pissed. That's a 13th pick, man. He would have been there, the bottom of the round, maybe probably in the second round. There's no separation between him and Carson Beck, who hasn't been drafted yet. So that was a reach. It was a reach pick. It was definitely a reach pick.
Now, what do you think about the boy from LSU?
To Kansas City,
The
the
quarterback.
defensive back?
No, not the defensive back, the quarterback from LSU.
Well, shit, I don't even know his name. So
yeah, so you don't think nothing of him.
I don't think nothing of him.
I guess it starts with an N.
Where'd he go?
New Baker. Well, he ain't went yet, but
okay.
Like you say, again, there's another, like you're saying, is going to be, later in the rounds and that kind of stuff. So I know they were talking about they didn't get no action because they was trying to move back to take Simpson somewhere in the later rounds, but they didn't get
the Rams?
Yeah, the Rams. Nobody gave him any trade action and stuff. So.
Well, shit. Buffalo and the 49ers got a lot of trade action to trade out of the first round altogether. They kept moving back several times.
Well, yeah. Well, again, you got to have a dance partner to dance. So who knows what they might have been looking for that 13th pick.
That was a reach.
Yeah. Do you get another weapon for Stafford?
Well, your boy Puka is in. I got to stop biting people's ass. Rehab program. So hell of a fantasy player, but he's got me.
He's a beast.
He's a Hannibal Lecter or wanna.
Like my boy Marv.
Yeah, that's right. Marv Albert, the Big Apple.
Yeah,
biting the Big Apple. Yep, biting ass. Yeah, but now Puka's doing the same damn thing. But hey, if we were drafting tomorrow for our fantasy league, I'm drafting the ass biter.
If he's available.
If he's available.
He's
but
available.
You know what? He'll be available. You know why? Because James Pierce, I'm watching the draft tonight, just before Atlanta picked. None of the talking heads say shit about him and what happened between him and Rakia Jackson when he was ramming her car and pointing weapons and threatening her and domestic abuse. They ain't say shit. So he'll be out there playing when the season starts. So Puka will be out there too.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, Rakia, well, her brother is who Sheffield married.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. It's interesting. Yeah, but I guess she agreed to the deal that they made. He'll be going through some more bullshit rehab too, but that's a bad look for the league, man. When and I ain't saying put him in jail, but at a minimum, his ass should be sitting out a year for what he did to that woman. But hey, she says it's a good deal, so it ain't my business.
But that's from a legal standpoint. But the NFL, again, now that should, like you said, if it ain't a year, hey, what was it, 6-8 games or something?
Yeah. Yep.
He should get.
He's got to get something, man. Otherwise, the bar is reset. And even for Puka, he may miss 1 or 2 games. So if he don't get nothing, Pierce doesn't get anything, it's the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, so no, they gotta go to the clause and give them some games.
All right, well, you have to, man. I mean, you got to protect the Shield. The Shield, this draft is drawing millions of viewers and hundreds of thousands of people, and allegedly in Pittsburgh. Everybody's trying to beat Detroit's record. It's the Shield speaks for itself. So if somebody is bringing damage to the Shield, you got to go.
Right, you got to, or you got to serve some kind of penalty,
Mm-hmm.
But maybe you and Sosa know something I don't know, which is why they drafted Ty Simpson.
That's right.
Which is why they drafted Ty Simpson. So maybe the Rams know something that we don't know.
They know he ain't going nowhere. So you expect me to believe he was a stoolie?
Because Sosa said so? You bought that line? So
Yeah,
it
you're
could
right.
be that.
You're
So,
right. You're right.
never can tell.
Never could. They dropped the wide receivers. Oh, you're right. You never could tell. All right. Pop quiz time.
All right, what you got?
Now, at the start of the podcast, you were making some references to Big Dog and Jimmy Costanza. The pop quiz that I got for tonight is for you, the Pope, to rank the top 3 Steven Seagal movies. And I'm going to give you mine after you tell the audience your top 3 Seagal movies.
Top 3? Above the Law is one. That's the original. That was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna rank Above the Law 1.
Okay.
Shoot, let's see. Which is the other 2 I like the most? And then I don't know how I'm gonna rank these 2. And I can't remember, and I might get the names wrong.
Okay.
Screwface with
Mark
the
for Death.
Jamaicans. Mark for
Mark for
Death.
Death. Okay.
Then, is that then it might have to be my boy Vernon. You could take that to
Hard
the
to Kill.
bank.
Hard to Kill.
When he
All
say
right.
we
Yep.
may be outgunned and undermanned, but we got superior state of mind, superiority. So I'm gonna go with those 3
All
as
right.
the top 3.
I'm going to give you, because I got this written down here too, you get an honorable mention pick. What would be a 4th pick?
That might have to be with Richie.
Out for Justice?
But might have to be Out for Justice would be my honorable mention.
All right, man. This is why you and I get along so fantastic. Oh, you can read. Oh, you can read my. Let me see if I can get that in the screen. Can you see that?
I saw it, but that print so small I can't read that.
Let me read it to you. My top 3: Above the Law, Mark for Death, and then I flip-flop. My 3rd one was Out for Justice with Richie, who killed Bobby Lupo. And then my honorable mention was Hard to Kill. So we had the same 4 fucking movies. And we flip-flop number 3 in honorable mention. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
That is uncanny. I mean, you got some of them other ones, the one kind of with Ja Rule and all, them was all right, but no.
Under Siege.
Yeah, Under Siege. That was
Dark Territory, and what was another one they had in there? The one when he was the environmentalist.
Yeah, with him and
Michael Caine.
You're right. And then who was the one with the chick from CSI? What was that one? Marge. I can't think of her damn name now. Yeah.
Margot Hemingway?
No, it wasn't Margot Hemingway. You know, Under Siege was good with Tommy Lee.
Yeah, that was good.
And Erica.
The Playmate of the Year, the Liniac. Yeah, I had that edition allegedly. No, man, he had some good movies. And I'm trying to think of that movie and he was the environmentalist, because that was pretty damn funny too. But yeah, but that's crazy that we got the same.
We got the same 4.
Same 4, man. All right, my brother, you got the message and the jam to bring us home. So I'll turn it over to you.
All righty. Message, I went kind of back and forth with a few things out of my book, but I settled on this one. Nothing imperfect can achieve perfection, so one should celebrate and embrace progression.
Okay.
Everybody's always got something to complain about. Well, yeah,
Right.
it was all right, but but this, but that, but this here too. How can we as being imperfect gonna reach perfection? You strive to do the best you can. So you miss out on a lot of things when you're looking for perfection and you don't appreciate the progress that was made along the way, because that's really what it's about.
What you got presently.
Exactly.
One of them. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Be happy with
So
what you got.
be happy. Just be thankful for
You
what
know,
you got.
when I'm in mass, I'm speaking to God and have to ask him for forgiveness. I always thank him for give me what I got, and what I don't have, I don't deserve.
Don't deserve it yet.
Yeah, I gotta
I
be
don't,
careful. I
I
gotta be
don't deserve it
careful.
now, but I
Hey,
don't deserve it yet.
hey,
Just
you the Pope. You can say that. I can't say. You better speak for me.
yeah, well, just
So holy water on me.
say a couple Hail Marys and you'll be all right.
Oh man. All right.
Oh,
Message received. Good message, my brother. What you got for your jam of the week?
from my jam of the week, we gonna
Hey,
go.
sorry to interrupt.
Oh, we got to do the music is
Disclaimers.
our disclaimers. We are not clinically trained. This is just what two guys
You
think
got
about these different subjects. The music that we reference in movies and lines there, we do not own the rights to them. And like us, subscribe, leave us comments, and that's it.
Yeah, and thanks Dominique for some suggestions for questions, and I owe the Pope some opening day pictures to answer your request. So thank you, Dominique Yates, for subscribing and watching us week in, week out, my brother.
Right. I got some opening day picks, but man, I was in Cleveland for Cleveland opening day. So I don't know if you want to see those or not.
Yeah, but yeah,
I was sleeping with the enemy.
he's just chatting, doing the chop.
Doing the job.
Yeah, I'll send you some text tonight, man, with some pictures. So
All
all right,
righty.
the jam, what you got?
Jam, I am gonna go back to the 1980s. And this was another song that we used to play and ride to, and it
Mhm.
is called Ding Da Da by George Krantz.
I remember it well.
Din da da do do do, din da da do do, din da da do do do, din da da do do, din da da do do do, din da da do do, din da da do do do, din da da do do, din da da do do do, din da da do do, din da da do do do, din da da do do do. Eins, zwei, eins, zwei, eins, zwei.
All righty, that was Ding
Man,
Da Da. So now
man.
that was one of those songs from back in the day. I would say our heydays in the 80s that we used to have bumping with the system, all the parties, the house mixes, and all that. So everybody played Ding Da Da.
Yeah, put you over the speed limit on the lodge as well. that, that was a good song, man. That's what music was music. Love it. Nice choice. Nice message, nice choice for music, my brother. All right. Well, that's a wrap for E47. Like you said, like us, subscribe, chime in with comments, constructive
Hey,
criticism. We'll
right. You
take it all.
got topics you want us to talk about, make suggestions. If you got a pop quiz question, just leave it in the comments and we'll answer.
All right. Well, I'll let you take us out with the traditional exit comments.
That's right. Well, always a pleasure again. Another episode under our belt. And like you say, so folks, we'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
All right, my brother. Love you and
All
have a
right.
good evening.
Ditto, you too.
All right.